Well, that was something different, I guess. With the contra guitar meets Beethoven this time.
Yes, is that the first? Might be. I don't know.
Maybe.
Lost track.
First in this series, definitely.
Probably not in the history of
the history of
the recorded
anything?
music. No, doubtful. Because
well, I don't know. Did he write
of the Beethoven?
polkas?
Well, no, because of the crossover of European extended range
True.
guitar and the Germanic.
And he ought to know. This was from Jeff and Andy, who said, "We've been listening to a lot of Beethoven lately. Could you do this one, which is one of his only songs?"
Very few songs for Beethoven.
Is from 1807. So as soon as Matt saw the music, he said contra guitar.
Because it's got a lot of gaps to fill.
It does, and you sure filled
give
them.
extra resonance. Look
I
at
tried
the
to
length
be-
of that.
I tried to be like a stone monument. I felt like a stone monument was speaking. Basically in this dark tomb, let me rest in peace. When I was living, you should have given me a thought. And then it gets all exciting. It goes, let the naked spirits revel in their peace. Revel, more like Godansi. And don't bathe my ashes in your useless poison. Nice way of talking. I mean, honestly, I think there's probably more pain than anger. That's how I tried to interpret it. More pain than anger, and stone monument. That's what I went for. I don't know. Oh, he's just about to measure something. He's got.
Well, I'm trying to make it
measuring
interactive
tape.
for everybody before we do go any further. Yeah, because
I want to talk about this poem though a little bit.
Oh, finish
just
that,
so you
go
know. Well, no, you can do that first.
No, go on. Talk about the poem more.
So it's by Giuseppe Carpani. Who died just 2 years before Beethoven died.
Oh, right, okay.
And he was a man of letters who lived... I love that expression. He's a man of letters. Yep. Use that in conversation. I think that'd be good. Anyway, he lived in Vienna. He was Italian. He translated a lot of operas into Italian. He was the go-to guy. And in 1807, when the world was in Gothic madness... I mean, in the year 1807 alone, there were 4 well-known Gothic novels. The Monk of Udolpho, The Demon of Sicily, and Fatal Revenge, and then another one. I counted somebody. Anyway, all in 1807. And the Germans were really starting to get into it. And in fact, the English started to say, this German influence of their shuddering novels, which was Schauerromane, they were known as Schauerromane, the shuddering novels. They started to lament this sort of Germanic influence. And this is really... So what Giuseppe Carpani did in 1807 was he almost did like a social media challenge, like you'd imagine now. And he wrote this poem from this sort of stone tomb curse poem, which we just heard. And he challenged composers to set it. 63 composers stepped up to the plate and did. And Beethoven's was, hey... It's the only one anybody remembers.
Goodness me.
It was almost certainly the best one. There were several. Silcia probably did one. Löwe probably. I don't know. 63. So nobody writes about this. They do say, they were challenged, but who did the challenge? It was Giuseppe Carpani himself who went, here's a poem. Come one, come all. Let's see may the best composer win. And yeah, so that's what happened here.
I've just realised I played one wrong note.
Oh, which one?
Well, on that descending bass figure, I should have played. And I actually played.
He remembers what he did.
It was a bit more.
He suspended it.
Yeah, well, it seemed right.
Well, I changed where the syllables fell.
Let's take a little photo.
Well, it's fresh. It's what we're saying. It's fresh. It's new.
Beethoven.
It's vivid. Nobody else does it like this.
Right. So no, I thought I would make it a bit more interactive today. Ooh. And if anyone's wondering how big it actually is and why it
songs,
because it does resonate down the bottom, doesn't it?
It really does.
Let's do a test, folks, and let's count how long the harp test at how along the harp strings on the contra guitar last. You ready?
Oh.
Here we go. You could reasonably argue 17
Still
to 20
going.
seconds that it's audible.
Yes.
That's a lot more than a guitar. So you might wonder how long it is. Well, my assistant, Patricia, will hold the tape measure on the very end of the end pin, which is now gone.
Yes.
And we'll
somewhere in
just measure
France.
It is somewhere in France. And we'll put it all the way to the top end.
Line of duty.
And we can see that it's precisely, put it right on the end.
Yeah, it is right on the end.
Precisely 131 centimeters, 1
Not
meter
holding it
31.
taut. It needs to be held more.
All right, hang on.
Hold it taut. There we go.
Okay, we'll call it 130 then. Right on. 130. 1 meter 30, or is that 51?
Most people who watch here think in imperial.
That's just over 51 inches and a quarter. Okay,
How
it's
many
long. That is over. That is 9 inches longer than the Gibson's Tell You.
It's
really
incredible.
is.
It's a monster.
It is.
It's a
There are
beast.
very, very, very few
It's a
extended
beast.
range guitars this long, and the scale length for all of the actual players, because the standard guitar scale length is 20 something. Yeah, 24.5 inches. Okay, this one's to fret 0.
inches.
Yeah, it's 25 inches on the money, 63.5 centimeters. That's a normal guitar, right? You can just, most adult humans it's comfortable. But the scale length on the longest note, the bottom E, what is that? It's 1 meter. I remember what it was, but let's just double check. That scale length is 42 inches, or 1 meter and 6 centimeters. So that's why it resonates so long.
It does. There's a lot of wire to be going.
There's a lot, just like on a harp, for example. You have to stop it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that novel if you know the oboe, whatever, but
we like this very much, and we want to do it again somewhere. We want.
well,
to
it
do
just it was easy to play and to make it sound resonant, and it was effective. It's got a lot of harmony that sounds romantic and effective, but it's actually not difficult.
Somebody should do a little video and call it Carpani's Viral Challenge of 1807. That'd be great.
Yes, that would be funny. Right. If you'd also
Very
like
Gothic.
to request, like Jeff and Andy, please go to patriciahammond.com or click patriciahammond.com/request,
Here we
or
go.
click the QR code that's on
He's
screen.
going and
It costs
doing
£40 and you request and you play on PayPal.
People of the future, sorry about this. People of the present, sorry about
If you like the
this.
video, click thumbs up, subscribe down there,
If you like.
and share the video.
We've got plans to keep doing these because we're kind of the various changes, in anybody renting in London has to come up with a plan eventually. And we've just coincidentally come up with plans
For the future.
separate.
Let's see what it holds.
So it will involve further living room requests. Should you be
It is. I want to get a piano though, but
Yeah,
we'll
that would
see.
be great.
Right. Okay, thank you for
Me
watching.
too. We
Bye
both
bye.
do.